Every day you hear, the words gay or faggot or dyke, something like that, a derogatory homosexual term.
It started with name calling. People would just call me gay, queer, faggot because I was just perceived as that.
That was when I realized that people, really hated me for being gay.
It changes when you finally know a person instead of just judging them on the spot. I'm Lily. I'm an artist. I am a daughter. And I am a human. He'd play with the Barbies, I'd play with the trucks, the little cars. It was always switched for us. So it was like the first sign that we were different. There's gender boxes, I feel. There's feminine and masculine. And I felt like I didn't fit into either one of them. I never told anyone. I was really afraid. After all the friends left, I was afraid of telling anyone. First, it was on the bus. People would throw stuff at me. Hit me in the back of the head with crayons, coins, paper. It was bad. I got called dyke and fag, and I was just like, oh, whoa. People are being hateful. It's weird. Openly hateful in front of crowds of people, and nobody cares. I felt dehumanized. They didn't care about my feelings at all. I was just sort of an object, and what they said to me didn't matter. I would wonder why the teachers didn't say anything or help me out or even notice that such bullying was going on. I tried to be straight. I tried to have a boyfriend and be like my friends that had crushes on boys. It didn't work. Everyone was normal, and I was in this own little box with myself, and I didn't fit in, but I was trying so hard. When people think it's a choice, it stuns me that they think that. I went with what I felt was natural for me, and it wasn't a choice that I was attracted to girls or that I was different. Well, in the future, I really hope to be happy. That's my main goal. Have a family or get married and all that stuff, American dream. I just want to be a person. I just want to be a human that loves other humans, that is friends with other humans. I just want to be and not be judged.
I'm Darius. I'm in 9th grade. I am a person, and I am a broad spectrum of things. I am a sinner. I am a saint. I've always known I was different. I remember one of my first memories, I was 4 years old, and I was telling my dad I wanted to be a girl. Didn't take that too well. 4th grade is when you started hearing, that's so gay. Gay. There wasn't many other words, just gay. You didn't get into the whole faggot thing yet. But I started hearing it then, and, I just thought after I'd learned what it meant, I'm like, oh, talking about me. When you have everyone telling you, you're a stupid, disgusting abomination, you should just go die, you don't deserve life, you believe it. I felt like it was going to be this way for the rest of my life. That I was never going to have any friends. I was always going to have people like that telling me that I didn't deserve life, that it was terrible. And it felt really, really hopeless. I didn't feel like there was any reason to keep going. I was going to kill myself. I was building up the courage. I went and I got the gun and sat it there, and I would stare at it and look at it for hours, pace around my room, thinking about it. No teachers or administrators, no one intervened, said anything until my drama teacher stepped in and she talked to me, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I cried in the lunchroom right there because that was the first show of affection I had seen since I had come out. It's the first time I thought that someone actually cared whether I lived or died. At my current school, it's much more liberal than my rural school that I went to. And I know there are teachers there that do not think it's right, but I know that all of them professionally support their students. That if I came to them with a problem regarding it, that they would try to help me. It does get better.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
I am a Christian.
I am beautiful just the way I am. I do love music. Music is great. I sing every single day of my life. Not that I'm a good singer or anything, but I definitely sing, especially about the Lady Gaga song, Born This Way. There has really never been a song that says no matter gay, straight, or bi, lesbian, transgender, whatever, no song ever says that. It may, hint around, but she straight up said it, And just very recently, I met a guy, and he is a very, very Christian guy. But I've learned him to be bisexual, and he is struggling with that. But he 100% believes that God created him who he is. For someone that, it has the same strong beliefs that I do, to realize, I would never choose to walk down the hall and be called a fag. I would never choose to have water thrown at me. I would never choose any of that. And I don't choose it. It's just who I am. But at some point in your life, you're pretty low. That was when I realized that people, really hated me. Standing there about to take a big handful of Tylenol PM, a bird hit the window, and I looked outside and there was a rainbow. So I just broke down crying there because I really felt like, for one time in my life, I knew that God or my higher power understood that I was struggling. If you're from a Christian family, really deep, religious, if you are gay or questioning or anything under LGBTQ, just be so careful. I know how hard it is to be gay, but I know how much harder it is to be a gay Christian. Life for me after I came out is so much better.
I'm Josh. I'm in the 10th grade. I'm a best friend. I'm a supporter. I am my own person. I think my mom knew when I was 2 because I'd like to put on my sister's tutu. And I said I wanted to be a girl for a long time. I'm not transgendered, but I think that's probably what tipped her off. In elementary school, I told my parents, I said to them, I know I'm supposed to like girls, but I like boys. We lived in a small town near Raleigh, and my mom did not want me to come out until college. Kids are cruel. She was scared of me getting hurt, and she didn't want me to be as open in the place that we lived. I had studied how the straight guys acted so I could act more like them. So I changed the way I talked, I changed the way I acted so that I would fit in. And so I was straight Josh for a while. When I came to the school, no one knew, obviously. I was the new kid, and everyone wanted to be my friends. People told me I should try out for football and everything. And then as soon as I came out, that all went away. I sat alone at lunch. People would walk by me in the hallway, and they would accidentally bump me into a wall. I knew for absolutely certain when I kissed my first girlfriend. That's when I knew, because I'd always had my suspicions, but I hope that, I really wish that I was bi, and so then I could only date girls, and I would never tell anyone about any feelings towards guys, because I really didn't want that. I was bullied in my homeroom on freshman year, and so my homeroom teacher, who turned out to be an ally, sent me to the counselor, and she asked if everything was okay, and then she asked me about my grades. And she said that there was a direct correlation between grades and being bullied in school. And I've seen that firsthand with my friends. When they were being bullied and they were torn down to a deep depression, their grades dropped. Allies are very important. I was picked on at lunch the other day, and they had been doing this every day. And the only thing that made them stop was a group of girls yelling at them, telling them to leave me alone and that it was none of their business. When students know teachers aren't going to tolerate it, they eventually learn to not do that anymore. Everyone deserves to be happy.
It's become such a normal part of teen speech that gay equals stupid. You know, language really reflects culture. It's also become so ingrained in teen talk. I mean, we've even heard teachers say it.
Started with name calling. People would just call me gay, queer, faggot because I was just perceived as that.
I consider bullying as being a repetition of harassment.
People would push me into lockers, slam me up against the wall.
And this kid looks up behind me, he just goes, all gays should be shot in the head. And some kid in the class was like, I'm gonna kill all the faggots. And none of the teachers did anything.
The teachers seemed like they were buddies with the boys.
When you realize somebody hates you, that's scary.
The value of a safe zone is a place where every child who is walking through my building knows that they can go and have no judgment, no fear, no bullying, no wonder, am I accepted? A safe place for them to be children, to grow and to learn, and to know that they're just exactly who they're supposed to be.
Just seeing a safe zone sign or sticker on a door or a wall, it helps. It gives you peace of mind because you know that there is somewhere to go. There is someone who cares. It's very, very comforting.
When I first began working with other staff and students to organize this club, suicide prevention was definitely one of our main priorities.
If we can't provide a safe environment for them, then we are going to lose them.
I feel safe at school because I know I have a support group.
Friends. You just find friends. Friends is the thing.
Every year I will, as long as I'm there, and there's a gay-straight alliance at that school, when Mr. Nash, yes, put my name on the list, wear my sticker.
When you have a power force behind you of people that support you, people aren't as comfortable as making fun of you if you don't, you know?
I just wanted them to know that there was something more and that there was someone there for them.
You really need someone who understands where you're coming from, because you can't do it alone. I couldn't do it alone. When I felt like I was alone, I was standing in the kitchen with a bottle of pills.
For me, wanting to commit suicide was because I lost all my friends. My family didn't accept me. There was absolutely no one in my life that cared.
Those are the kids that we see committing suicide. Kids who are left alone and who are fighting it on their own.
Hit it very well in their binder was a suicide note that was found.
They tell you they're thinking of taking their lives, so you wonder if you'll be able to talk them out of it or not.
I stayed up till 4:35 a.m. talking to a friend because she was about to.
Just thinking about hanging, didn't like that one. Jumping off the roof of the house head first. That one I think, what if it doesn't work? That would be bad. And I was cutting myself at this time. I thought, I could just slit my wrists. I felt like it was saving a lot of pain for me.
It's such a hard thing. Say the wrong thing and they're gone.
It made me sad. Really sad because there was nothing I could do.
I have experienced the suicide of a student here in North Carolina, and it was a really rough year for me after that happened, to think that there's something I could have done to help. Sorry.
I was going to kill myself until one person came and said that she loved me.
Well, in middle school, the first person I talked to was a janitor. He was 70 years old, and we just randomly had conversation. It was great. And I never told him that I was gay, but I really think he knew.
When people are friends with people that are different, they sort of understand. They start to see why they were so wrong in thinking that I'm a certain way just because of one little quality.
Just keep building that relationship instead of just defining them by being lesbian or gay, really understanding who they are as people.
Because I find a lot of people, they'll dislike me just for my orientation, and then once they get to know me, they'll actually like me. It's not like we're going to be best friends or anything.
I can help you see that you're not alone. And now that we've made that connection, you can always come to me. And that's what I say. My door is open. You're not alone.
So become their friend and they start to understand. They understand that their bias wasn't right.
Please see me as a human, as a person, and not someone defined only by my sexual orientation.
Please don't ignore what is staring you in the face.
Please don't judge me.
Please don't tell me my own value before you even know me.
Please love.
I wish they'd understand. That's what I really want.
I wish faculty members and students would put themselves in other people's shoes so that they would know how other people feel.
And I would want teachers to try to be the providers of hope.
Take that 2 minutes to talk to a student. Because it may be just 2 minutes to you, but it is the world to them.